Hey YouTube, Tom over at Buxton Auto in Fate, Texas. I'm a used car dealer. I do buy here, pay here. I also have another business, Integrity Transmission and Auto Repair. And the video that I'm making for you today is how to do a mechanic's lien. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are you need to do a mechanic's lien. Also, I will bet that you will not be able to do it on the vehicle that you have sitting in your shop right now that you want to lien. And here's why. The first thing you have to have in order to do a mechanic's lien, to start with, you have to be a real shop. You can't be a shade tree mechanic, you can't be Joe Schmo, and you have to have paperwork in order. So the first thing you need to file a mechanic's lien is a signed repair order. The signed repair order has to have the customer's name, has to have the vehicle's VIN number, what work is going to be done, how much it's going to cost, and authorize you, being the shop, to do the work. Anytime you're doing a work order and it's going to be a big ticket, make sure you get a signed authorization to work on the vehicle. So you'll print that out of your Mitchell software or whatever you're using, set that aside. Let's assume that you have that document. If you do not have that document, you will not be able to do a mechanic's lien. You are effectively SOL, and you'll need to go to court to get your money. Now, if you have that information and your customer hasn't paid you, another important thing to know is you have to file your mechanic's lien at your county tax office within 30 days of completing the work. I generally wait about 20 days so that if there's a hiccup, I have 10 days to deal with what I need to deal with. So if my customer hasn't paid me and the work has been completed 20 days, this is when you would go and file the mechanic's lien. The first thing you need to do is go to your county tax office. You're going to need to print out form VTR-275. This is it here. I'll have a link below. VTR-275 is a request for motor vehicle information. As you know, in Texas, a lot of knuckleheads, they buy a car, they don't transfer the title till the tag runs out. So the person that brought the car in for the repair may not even be the legal owner of the car. So this information is put on this paper, VTR-275. Fill it out completely, and it's very straightforward. It's who are you, why do you want a copy, you just want registration information. It costs you $2.30. On the back page, the second page, you'll indicate that it's for general purposes of business, and you'll sign it and initial it. You take it to your local tax office, you give them the $2.30, and they're going to give you a printout of who the legal owner of the vehicle is. In most cases, the legal owner of the vehicle is the person that brought it in. However, it can be a spouse or a parent or a complete stranger that sold the car, and it will also let you know if there is a lien holder. So you will take that information back to your shop and you will generate a demand letter and fill out yet another form that you'll take back to your county. Let's talk about that form in just a second. Okay, so the mechanic's lien foreclosure document you download off TxDOT's website or Texas DMV's website. I'll give you that link. It is VTR-275 mechanic's lien foreclosure. It's a very simple document. You're going to fill out the top half, and that will go to your county tax office with some other documents that we're going to mention in a minute. It's basic information: the vehicle identification number, make, model, the name of the person that dropped off the car for repairs, when they were done, how much they cost, yada, yada, yada. Very self-explanatory. So initially, you will fill out this top piece. And some counties want you to fill out the bottom affidavit and have it signed. When you go to do your request for motor vehicle information, ask your county how much of this document they want initially filled out, because I have noticed that different counties will do things differently. Okay, so you fill out the top part, the vehicle information section and the mechanic and customer information section. Now you have to generate a demand letter. The state is very specific about what must be in the demand letter and who must be notified of the demand. So we'll start with that. Get out your word processor, or handwrite it if you want, I don't care. But anyway, you get out your word processor and it will tell you things that specifically have to be in the letter. That starts with your shop's name, address, and tax ID number has to be in the letter. Secondly, the letter is addressed to the person that brought the car for work. If the name of the person is different than the registered owner, that person must get a copy of this letter. And if there is a registered lien holder, the lien holder must get a copy of this letter. In this letter, you will address it to the person that brought it in. You will tell them that the repairs that they agreed to on X date, whatever date they signed the repair order, have been completed. Those repairs were completed on whatever date they were completed. At this time, they have an outstanding balance of however many dollars. You are giving them a 30-day notice to collect the money that you are owed, or you will sell their vehicle at mechanics lien foreclosure to recover your expenses. Then you will also say they may redeem their vehicle at your shop's address between the hours of X and Y, Monday through Friday, or whatever they are. And if they have questions, they can contact you at the number below. So the demand letter is very specific. They need to know when the repairs were done, how much the amount of money owed is, and when they must pay by. Okay? All of those go into a letter. You'll print off one copy if the person that brought the car into you is the registered owner and there's no liens. 2 copies if one person brought it in but another person is the registered owner. Now that would be the same if it's even the same last name. If it's a man's name and a woman's name, because the car's in the wife's name but the husband brought it in, you have to do 2 letters. Okay? If there is a lien holder, the lien holder must receive a letter. So let's say in this case it's one customer and it's in their name and they have a lien on their car. You will print 2 letters. You will then send 2 certified letters, 1 to each person. So you go to your post office, you get that little green slip, you fill it out, you go mail the letters. Okay? Get your little green slip, take it with you, then come back to your shop. You will take mechanics lien foreclosure, your demand letter, a copy that goes with the foreclosure, a copy of your signed work order, a copy of your open invoice, and the copy of the request for vehicle information. All of that goes to your county tax office, and provide them the little green receipts from the certified letter that you sent to the owner and lien holder. They will make photocopies of everything that you bring them, and they will charge you $25 and issue a receipt. Now, in most counties in Texas, 30 days from the day of your receipt, you can legally sell that vehicle. I will say that I have a buddy that has a shop in another county, and his county actually said they're going to wait 40 days from the date that they send their letter out. So that takes a little bit longer. But in my county, in Rockwall County, 30 days from the day of my receipt, I can sell that vehicle. Now I want to clarify, I don't know that I made it specifically clear, so I want to go back to the letter that you're sending the owner and the lien holder. It gets the same information as you're giving your county tax office. So you're providing them the demand letter, you're providing them a copy of the authorization to do the repair, and you're providing them a copy of the open invoice. You do not need to send them the request for vehicle information, and they just need those 3 letters and the demand letter sent certified mail. And that receipt is what goes to your county tax office. So you take all that to the county tax office, you will file it, you will pay them $25, and you will wait 30 days. Give me a few minutes, let me go use the little boys' room, get a drink, I'll come back, we'll then talk about how we sell the vehicle once we have our 30-day time limit and what happens. Okay, so you've dropped your letter at the county tax office. They've given you a receipt. They've made copies of your documents. They've said, we'll see you in 30 days. We hope your customer pays. So if the customer comes in prior to 30 days and pays you, good, you're done. You got paid. If the lien holder contacts you and wants to come pay and redeem the vehicle, you are allowed to let them redeem the vehicle. They'll pay you, you're done. In the meantime, during the 30-day period, you have sent documents off to this customer to make them aware, but the county needs to make sure that they were made aware. So the county will generate letters to them as well and let them know that your lien has in fact been filed, you're not hoaxing them, and that they have to pick up that vehicle or forfeit the vehicle. So now we'll say it's 30 days later, your customer has not picked up the vehicle, you legally can sell this vehicle. So how do you do it? Well, I've learned a couple of things. One of the things that I do when I sell a mechanic's lien foreclosure is I put it in my Craigslist ad and my Facebook ad very upfront that it is in fact a foreclosure, that there is not a title, but a clear title will be generated for them, and that they must take the paperwork to your local county tax office. Like in my case, I'm Rockwall County. My ad always says, we will go with you to the Rockwall County tax office to verify our lien so that you can get a title. Now, in Texas, if it's a person-to-person sale, the vehicle must have been inspected within the last 90 days if they want to get license plates. So if you have the means to get the vehicle inspected, I would get it inspected just because it makes it flow a lot easier. If you don't want to fool with that, you don't have to, you're just trying to redeem your money, you can go with your customer to your local tax office and do a title-only transfer. What I do, I go with them, we take all the paperwork, we walk up to the counter and I say, hey, I'm Tom with Integrity Transmission, we have a mechanic's lien here, just want my customer here to see that all of our documentation is in order and that they will get a clear title before they pay me. Tax office looks at it, says, yep, you're good here, and then I'll collect my money from the customer and be on the way. So, what do you have to do with the mechanic's lien foreclosure document once you're ready to sell the vehicle? So, advertise it on Facebook, Craigslist, whatever. Customer comes in, yes, I want to buy this vehicle. This is where you're going to fill out the third section, foreclosure public sale information. And it is very straightforward, okay? You already know the date the repairs were done, you already know charges, blah, blah, blah. Notices were sent. You've probably done this section already, but in the middle of foreclosure / public sale information is public sale date, which is the date you sell it to whomever. Location is your business address, and then the sale price that you sell it to the customer for. Okay? Easy peasy. Then you're going to put down their name, their address. The next one is odometer disclosure statement. So even if it is exempt, which in Texas cars that are 10 years old are exempt, you're going to physically write in the odometer reading. And you and the customer will sign odometer disclosure statement about 3/4 of the way down. Before your customer even gets to you, take this form to a notary and sign the affidavit of statutory lien holder, which is the very bottom section. It just saves you time from scurrying around trying to get it done once you have a buyer. So as soon as mine's done, I just go get it notarized because I want to be ready whenever a customer comes. You just need the notary to sign it, that this is a legit deal, that you have done your mechanic's lien, and you're ready to sell. So you're going to sign there. So to recap, you sign 2 places here. You sign the odometer statement, and then you sign down at the bottom where it's notarized. That document is now complete, and with it, stapled to it, is the entire packet of crap that you've accumulated. That would be your notice of vehicle information, it would be your demand letter, it would be a copy of your estimate or your repair order, be a copy of the letters that were sent, the receipts, the whole pile goes in a pile. The last document you need is the title application. I want to say that's VTR-130-U, which is application for title. So you will fill out the previous owner section as you. The shop are the previous owner. and you will sign the bottom as signature of seller. The customer then obviously will put in their information. The sale price goes in, signature of buyer, and all the vehicle pertinent information goes in. That will also be linked. So those are the 3 documents you need and the steps you need to go through to do a mechanics lien foreclosure in Texas. The 30-day window may be different from county to county, so you're going to want to call, or when you go to get your vehicle information, ask your county exactly what their process is, because they can have stricter policies than the state regulates. So all those documents, take it to the county, you get paid, customer gets a clean title in their name, provided, I want to say that, provided it is not a rebuilt title. If it is a rebuilt title, it will still be a rebuilt title when the customer gets it. If it had a lien on it previously, that lien is wiped out because the lien holder did not come in and redeem your vehicle, and they've lost access to that. Those are the steps. I probably stammered a little and remembered a little this and that, maybe got it somewhat out of order, but I've done it a few times. I think we have a good grasp. I would just say that even if you don't make it out on this one, going forward, anytime you have maybe a first-time customer at your shop or a large ticket, make sure that you generate your customer a written estimate and a written repair order that at the bottom says they are authorizing the repairs at your shop for the amount indicated, and that they understand if they don't pick that vehicle up, they will be subject to a mechanics lien. You do those things, you'll be able to recover your money when a customer doesn't pay you, rather than letting the vehicle sit. And just remember, from the time the work is done, you have 30 days to file that paperwork. Any questions, put them down below. I'm happy to help out where I can. I'll put links to my website, my shop's website, and all the documents that you need to get this done down below. I appreciate you watching, and y'all have a great day.